Everybody wants great comms for their broadcast teams, but nobody wants to pay for it. I mean, sure, of course we want our directors to be able to communicate with our camera ops and tell them what shots to get, but it's also hard to swallow paying thousands of dollars for that privilege. That's where Synco comes in with their XTalk XPro headsets. They were kind enough to send me a set of 5 of these to try out and see what I think about them. I'm Josh from Budget Church Livestreaming, and at $550 for a set of 5, you know I had to try these out. And honestly, they're pretty good. And I'm not just saying that because I was sent them for free. Synco doesn't get to see this before any of you guys or have any input into what I say about them. I honestly think they're pretty good, especially when you consider that price tag. So, okay, $550, what do you actually get for that? Well, you get 5 of these nice little headsets here. I mean, let's show them to the camera, I guess. We'll take a look at them. And they all come in this nice case here. You know, kind of a hardish, softish shell case. I don't know. It's kind of massive, but all 5 headsets fit in here along with a couple of chargers, 5 batteries, these nice little bags to actually put your headsets in. They're very, very soft. As well as some replacement ear cups and little mic pop filters. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. If you take a look at these headsets, they're kind of funky looking with these 2 big antennas on the ear cups sticking up. Now, that is supposed to help with the rated 500 meters of line of sight range that these guys have. Now, I didn't test actually walking half a kilometer away in order to test that range. I mean, who's doing that with these regardless, especially in a church setting? But I will say that in our auditorium, we never had any dropouts, anything like that. We had some people behind a few different walls in a back hallway and had no problems at all hearing them. So I will say, while I can't vouch for the 500 meters, I can say these will probably work in your church auditorium. As far as the rest of this goes, I mean, you've got some adjustable sizing here. You know, it's not the best thing ever, but it'll get pretty big. It feels a little flimsy. I mean, you know, this thing's pretty thin. It doesn't exactly seem like it'll hold up super, super well, but again, I didn't test them for long enough to really know that. Your mileage may vary. Just probably don't be twisting these like I am here, and treat them a little gentle. Now, one thing you might have noticed though, is as I shake it, this guy's real loose. Now this gooseneck microphone, I mean, you can get in all sorts of different angles, but it's also just not very sturdy. So that's something I'll get to in a little bit. Yeah, there it goes, see there. But you know, you get what you pay for. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Over here on this side, you actually have the battery compartment. So you can pop that guy out. And like I said, they come with a battery for every one of them. Duh, why am I even saying that? That would be silly if they didn't. I would riot in the streets. Now, they claim 24 hours of battery life on these things. And again, did I test these for 24 hours? No. I mean, come on, I have some amount of a life. I can't just be testing these for 24 hours, but they lasted through a morning of rehearsal and as well as our church service. So you can probably be sure that they're gonna last as long as you need them to on a Sunday morning. Now, this box that they sent me came with 5 of these headsets, but you can actually connect up to 13 of them together without any kind of external hub or other device to actually coordinate all of that. Now, did I test 13? Obviously not. I have 5 of them. So what did I test, since I didn't test any of their claims apparently? Well, with 5 units, the setup was completely flawless. I mean, right out of the box, they actually come already synced up and paired together. So all you really have to do is power them on and they just work right out of the box, which for most people, I think is exactly how you're gonna use these. You're gonna buy the number that you need, you're gonna take them out of the box, you're gonna power them on, and voila, they're just gonna work. And you'll love to see that from a comm system. Most of them in this price range do that, but it's good to see that they're not slacking on that either. Now, if you do want to rearrange the way that these are connected or connect more, you're gonna wanna hold on to that manual, because I was reading through it and getting confused right from the start. You can connect up to 13, but learning all of the different button combinations and how exactly you have to turn them off and back on and all the different order of all of that, you're never gonna remember it, so make sure you keep that manual handy or bookmark it in your browser if you're gonna be doing that a lot. One thing that I really like about this system is that any one of the headsets can be the master headset. Now, they do have one that actually has this little red label here, which I think is technically supposed to be the master right out of the box, but any one of them can fill that role as long as you reprogram them. So that's super nice to see, especially since the system that we use, the EarTechs, only one of them is a master, and it can't even be transferred to another system to be one of the follows. So that is really nice to see, especially at this price point. Now, this is a headset, so obviously you're supposed to wear it on your head. So let's go ahead and do that. And as you can see, if I get the sizing right, it kind of sits a little funny on my head. You know, this side of it, it doesn't really sit flush against my skull. And that was true of just about everybody on our team. It's not uncomfortable per se, but it definitely doesn't really feel like it's super secure on my head. Now that has the benefit of it's not squeezing my brains out, which is really nice, but it just doesn't give me a lot of confidence if I'm moving around the stage really quickly that it's gonna stay on there. And that's the last thing I want in the middle of a church service, is to leave my headset sitting next to the bass guitarist because I whip pan to the drums a little too fast. Now remember these giant antennas we talked about over here? Again, they probably help with that ½ kilometer range, but they are kind of annoying when you're trying to actually talk into your headset. Right, when the headset is up like this, it's muted, which is awesome. There's no sound coming through, you're not bothering your team. But say you want to pull it down to actually talk and you want to do it quickly, surreptitiously, well, doing it around those antennas is honestly not the easiest thing in the world. Especially if you actually pull the mic down in front of your mouth to talk, because then you try to push it up and it gets blocked by this antenna. It's great that you have this extra range, Synco, but this design is kind of wild. Like, honestly, like, who has the time to be working this around it, especially when I'm carrying a heavy camera in my hand? The last thing I want to do is have to be fumbling with my headset in order to be able to talk and tell my director that something's wrong. So this is cool, but maybe put it on this ear next time if you can. Now, when you do finally get the mic down, how does it actually sound? Well, I'll let you be the judge of that. I have another one sitting right here that we're also going to turn on with this power switch that it has right here. Flip it on. Now, something that's nice is it does tell you that things are powered on, which is a little bit easier compared to some other headsets that I've used. Now, I've got my little Hollyland Lark M2 that I'm going to just stick inside this ear cup to just hear what it sounds like. I hope that this actually comes through pretty well. Now, the quality is honestly super crisp, but I need to put this away from me because I don't know if you could tell, but there is a huge delay in the audio. Depending on the situation that you're using these, that may not matter all that much, but in a church broadcast situation where you're telling people, hey, take 3, take 4, when you're cutting to their cameras, having that ½ a second delay is just kind of not great, because that means all of a sudden the actual cutting of the camera is not at all in sync with your voice, and your voice calls are always going to seem late to your camera op. Or if you're talking about framing and you're saying just a little more, that's right. You're always late and you're going to miss it every single time. But like I said, the audio quality is there, so that's pretty good. One thing though, and you may not have noticed it yet, but you definitely will, these things pick up a ton of background noise. I mean, it's just, again, when you're using these in a church setting and one of your camera ops, no, all of your camera ops might be out on the stage or in the church with people singing around you, and even your director might be in that room. It's kind of loud, it's kind of noisy. It makes it really hard to actually have a two-way conversation between the director and the camera ops. If you're just talking one way, it's probably fine, but as soon as somebody else pulls down that headset and they're in the church, you're probably gonna have problems. Now, one more, hold on, I need to turn this off. This echoing is driving me crazy, because also they're pretty crazy loud. I mean, I can hear this thing sitting over here just clear as day in my head, and it's really bothering me. But another cool feature that these guys have is they have an aux jack on the side of the headset so that you can monitor your audio live from some other system that you're running. So if you've got audio coming out of your camera or some other microphone, or say out of your soundboard for your actual Sunday morning service, you can actually monitor that audio directly in your headset without having to wear a separate set of headphones or something. Obviously, it's going to be mono directly into a single ear, which is not ideal, but when I tested this, the quality was actually not bad. It seemed pretty good. It wasn't crazy compressed like I was expecting it to be. Now, are you going to get the highest audio fidelity with this? Of course not. I mean, you're running into your little headset like this, but it's nice to know that that's an option, especially if you really just need to know that the audio is actually coming through and not really monitor the quality of it so much. It's worth noting, only the headset that it's plugged into can actually hear it. You can't pipe it through to the rest of the headsets in the system. Each one of them does have this jack, so any one of them can plug into an audio source, but you are going to be the only person hearing it. It does not transmit along with your voice. There's also not a volume control for that audio source. You obviously have your overall volume rockers on the edge here, but that's not going to impact what's coming through that headset. So make sure that whatever audio source you're sending in there is set to the level that it needs to be compared to the rest of the voices, because you cannot change that relative volume. But here, let's go ahead and take a listen to how that sounds. If we go ahead, plug in my phone here. Hopefully I don't get copyright struck for this. All right, like I said, it's not gonna win any awards, but it sounds pretty good. I don't know how much I would actually use this feature, but it's good to know that they have it and it might fit your workflow super well. So keep that one in mind if you're looking at these headsets. I mentioned the price at the beginning of the video, but in case you missed it, $550 for this whole system of 5 headsets that all connect to each other. That's honestly pretty dang good. I mean, that's $110 a headset, including all of its accessories that it comes with. Now, to compare that with something that we actually use at my church, the EarTech Ultralights, those are $920 for a system of 5. So almost 80% more than this system is. Now, I know you're talking about a difference of, $370. So it's not like it's that big of a jump, but percentage-wise, it's definitely there. And if your budget is pretty low, that's gonna feel substantial. And look, all budget headsets are going to have some compromises, right? None of them are gonna be perfect, and those compromises are probably gonna be different one company to another. So for example, when you're looking at these, yeah, maybe the comfort isn't amazing, the quality is questionable, but that voice quality coming through is really, really clear and crisp. The volume is super loud, the range is pretty good. I mean, it's advertised incredible, but can't vouch for that. Range is great, has no problems. Has that little pipe through audio situation. So it's definitely got its pros and cons. If you compare that to maybe the EarTechs, right? They have a slightly more solid plastic build, but it also squeezes your head really tight when you wear it, so it gets pretty uncomfortable. They don't have that audio pipe through. They're quite a bit more expensive. You're able to pull the mic down easily because you don't have these little antennas over here, but I don't think the range is quite as good. We definitely have dropouts when we're going in those back hallways that I was talking about earlier. So again, all of these headsets in this type of a price range are going to have different problems and different things that they're really good at. The most important thing is to take a look at what those things actually are between the different headsets and choose the one that has the most things that matter to you and is missing the fewest things that matter to you, or have the fewest problems that you can't live with. These definitely aren't perfect, don't hear me say that, but they're a pretty solid headset for the price, especially for a church just starting out. I mean, you could buy a set of 5 of these and keep them for a couple years and totally get your money's worth from them. So even if the build quality is not amazing, I mean, heck, you really got what you paid for there and they served you well. And that's true of most gear in this price category, right? You're gonna buy stuff that's gonna last you a few years, it's gonna serve the purpose you bought it for, but you're able to do it without breaking the bank and with the money that you have now. It's one thing to plan for the future, but nobody really knows what the future is. So buy what you can actually afford, what you actually need, what fits your use now and solves your problems, and then you can deal with the future when you get there. Don't be dumb with your money, but also don't buy things you don't need. And honestly, these, I think that there are a lot of people who need them. So if you're looking to buy them, there's a link down in the video description. Go ahead and click that. I'll get a small kickback if you buy them from Amazon there. I hope you guys like this review. Let me know if you have any questions down below and I'll do my best to answer them. And let me know if there's any other product that you're super interested in hearing about, whether it's comm headsets or any other type of tech. I'm always looking for new things to look at and just want to help you guys out. Until next time.